Traders in the building, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered me, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where we do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100. Now I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list, and I'm bullish on this particular market. And to explain why, it's simply because we are in an uptrend. I say this because we keep making higher highs over here and we keep making higher lows. And you notice another reason is we are currently above a level of sensitivity. We are currently above a support. I say this because this was previously a resistance. You notice how the market was rejecting every time it got to that area, and then it did eventually break above. And ever since we came back to the retest, we really haven't broken below. There was a month where we tried to spike below, but we didn't break below. And about 5 to 6, 7 candlesticks of a monthly time frame, failing to break below that support area, which then was confirming to us, or rather suggesting to us, that this market is trying to go bullish. And as you can see now, we are getting that bullish momentum to the upside, and I'm expecting that this market is going to buy at least until we reach this high, and then from there we can then start to look for something else. Maybe we can start looking for sells, or maybe a break above and then a continuation to the upside. But how can you take advantage of this move going up? It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame, the one that you prefer. I obviously encourage you to start with the daily time frame. So you notice over here we do have a resisting trend zone over there. I say this because you notice how price, when it got there, it did fail and then it dropped. So now we could potentially see the same thing over here. However, I am bullish in this market. So the first thing I'm going to suggest to you is that look for the market to break above this particular area of sensitivity. And if it does break above on the retest, this is where we want to buy, right? However, if you see that the market is not really trying to go up, instead you see that the market can break this particular low over here, it breaks, then what you can do is you can wait for a retest and then take sells, and hopefully this market could come back down over here before we can see those buys. However, I am bullish overall in this market, so I will encourage you, look for buys more than anything. But if the market then gives you the opportunity to sell, take it, but be very, very cautious on your entries and be very specific on your risk, because at this point you'd be trading against the trend. But that's all I have, man, for the week that is coming. There's nothing more, there's nothing less on the dollar index. Moving on to gold, the pair that I trade, I specifically trade this instrument, and I want to walk you guys on the trades that I took last week. But let's start with the analysis. So I'm bearish on this particular market, and to explain why, we do have a resisting trend line over there. You notice first touch, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch over there. And every time the market gets to that resistance, it likes to drop. So I'm expecting the very same thing, that the market is gonna drop. As you can see, obviously at the moment it is trying to come down, so I'm expecting it's gonna drop at least until we can reach this low or this supporting trend line over here. So that's my reason to sell this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Another thing also to notice that let me draw it for you guys. I don't know why I didn't draw it. We do have a resisting zone over there. We do have a zone, right, that the market is currently failing from. So you notice rejection, and a rejection. So this was from 2020, market rejected, 2022, 2021, somewhere there the market rejected, and now again the market is rejecting. So this is why I'm bearish on this particular market. But how can you take advantage of this move going down? Again, you go to a smaller time frame, the daily time frame, or the time frame that you prefer, and you look for structure. You notice that the market was coming down over here, it came back to retest, and as it got here, it couldn't create a new low, and then the market came back up, but it couldn't break again this particular support over there, which was then turned a resistance, and then it reversed from there. So my anticipation, which I am still on from last week, if you can watch the last week video, I did say that I'm expecting that this market would come back up before I could sell it, and if the market could go up, then I'd obviously buy. But because then the market didn't go up, I then continued to sell. But I did take a buy last week, and I want to walk you guys through that. To execute your trades, you would need to go at least to your 1 hour, 30 minutes and 15 minutes. Personally, I trade the 15 minutes, so let me show you what I did last week. So we did open somewhere around here. So when we opened, the week was somewhere around these areas, I don't remember, and price was below this particular area, and I was trying to sell this market, right? But I wouldn't sell this market at least until it can reach this particular high over there, because that was what I was looking at. And so price went up, it came back down. This was on a Tuesday, I believe, this was on a Tuesday, and then price bought from there, and then it came back down. And when it did that, I was like, okay, this does look like a very strong area of support, and because I'm expecting that this market could go up before it comes down, I might take my chances and buy. And I did. I took a buy over here, and I'll post a screenshot over here. I took a buy, and I ended up scaling in with another trade somewhere around here, and it went very nicely. It hit my take profit. And then FOMC on that evening, I believe it was on Thursday. No, it was on a Wednesday. Yeah, it was on a Wednesday. Then FOMC came in, and as you can see, it came bullish for the dollar, which then came out to be bearish on gold. This was FOMC. FOMC came in, dropped the market, and so as it did that, I was like, okay, now that the market has broken, it has shown to respect this particular area. For the next day, I'll be bearish on this market, and I was expecting that this market, because I was analyzing at that time, I think it was midnight, I thought, okay, if the market could give me a retest on this area, I'm gonna sell. But when I woke up in the morning, then the market had then broken below this particular support, and then I was like, okay, it's fine, no problem. If this support is broken, I'm just gonna wait a retest that it's gonna turn into a resistance, and then I'm gonna sell from there. And I did exactly that, and I post another screenshot over here, and then I won this trade too. I did end up scaling in somewhere around here. I opened another trade, second trade, and then yeah, man, for me personally, it was a great week. And Friday, as you can see, there was no trade. The market was kind of, it wasn't moving nicely for me, so I did try to avoid it. But that's all I have for the week. So next week, by the way, take this as a signal. Personally, this is how I trade next week. I'm looking to sell this market either here, or if it can break below here. And the reason why I say to you guys, you should sell when it gets here, or rather when it breaks below this support, is because I want you guys to be on the safe side, because where I am trading, it's kind of risky because the market is moving in this pattern. It's kind of ranging. So I'd love for you to trade a market that is trending, because it's easier to then catch setups that are winning setups than the one that I'm doing here, because it's very risky. But I'll explain that in the comment section if you have questions on it. So moving on to another instrument, this is US30. Go to the monthly time frame, obviously. On this particular market, I was bullish. However, now my thoughts are I'm kind of skeptical on this one, you know, and let me explain to you. So the reason why I was bullish was because we did come from this support, and I was expecting that this market was going to push until that high over there, and as you can see, it didn't. But if you go to a smaller time frame, let's drop to a smaller time frame, you will notice something. We just recently broke below structure over there, and I was really not expecting that to happen. As you can see, we do have a trend line over here, supporting trend line, first touch, second touch, third touch over here, and recently that the market then just broke that trend line over there. And again, we did have a support, a resistance over here, resistance, broken above, and I was expecting that this market was gonna buy from there. But as you can see, it did come below last week. So again, I don't know really what to expect on this market. I do think it's now trying to change the direction to go to the downside. However, I'm just going to tell you at this moment, just wait, avoid trading this market. For me personally, I don't know where it's going to go next. So at this moment, I'm neutral. I don't know whether it's going to go up. I can't even give my perspective as of yet. But I do believe, as you can see, based on the analysis, we break the trend line. I'm sorry, and then we did break the support. So the normal rules of trading would mean that it should come and retest, and then we can sell from there. However, personally, I'm not sure at the moment. I am not sure, so I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna observe. So moving on to US100, and this is the last instrument for the day. I was bullish on this one. So as you can see, I'm going to show you. So FOMC came in, man, and it changed a lot in the market. So bullish because we are in an uptrend. You notice over here, that's the first reason. And another reason, we did come from this support, and I was expecting the same thing similar to US30. We are going to go at least until that high. And as you can see, currently the market hasn't really got to that area, but it's already rejecting that area. So if you go to a smaller time frame, you will notice where I was looking for buys from, and the market then just broke it like it's nothing. I was expecting last week that the market was going to respect this area of support over here and buy from there, and as you can see, it broke it. However, we are still above a level of sensitivity. We are still above a support, so we could see the buys coming in from there. But if it happens that the market then ends up breaking below this particular support on the retest, I can then encourage you to look for sells. Don't sell, but look for selling opportunities, because at that point it would mean the market is really trying to go bearish. Because if it breaks this structure, then there's no point of us looking for buyers any further. We can start looking for sells. But that's all I have for the week that is coming, man. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. If you did find this video valuable, please do comment down below, share with your friends, and thank you so much. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Let's go.